Shalom. First and foremost, all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wa Rakakwadash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth. To the rest of the church who believe as well, you men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters also, and Thawada to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. This is Romans chapter 8 and verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the power. Well, what's the Spirit? Let's touch on the book of John chapter 6 and verse 63. It is the Spirit that quickeneth. So it's the Spirit that makes alive. The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So the words found within the scriptures, the words of Yahweh Shai, are spirit and are life. So these words are profitable. And it says the flesh profiteth nothing. And you have to remember, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You know, I deal with that all the time, you know, but it's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that I myself am able to keep kicking and doing what I got to do, man. Romans chapter 8 and 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the power. So the Spirit, the words found within this Bible, line up with our spirit. That's how we know we are the Israelites, no question. And if children, then heirs, heirs of the power. So we're going to be made joint heirs with Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Heirs of the power and joint heirs with Mashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. So the sufferings that we're going through is so that we may be glorified with Yahweh Shai. I'm down with that, man. I'm so down with that. I'm okay with that. Regardless of what this flesh tries to feed us, we have to consider, we have to ponder that what we're going through, man, it's so much bigger than what we even know. It's so much bigger than what we know. The reward that we're going to receive, Lord willing, is so much bigger than what we even know. Okay? So we have to suffer with the Lord so that we may reign with the Lord, just like he suffered. Verse 18, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time, so this present time, which is just a season, we go through our ups and our downs. Hell, sometimes it feels like you go through more downs, right? But that's not a big deal at the end of the day, because this is still just a season. No amount of afflictions that we go through can equal up to a day in the kingdom. Okay? For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. And one of the reasons why is because the sufferings that we're going through now are temporary. But the glory that's going to be revealed in us, we're going to be made immortals. We're going to be given power. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 17. For our light affliction. So it says our light affliction. Why? Because you're comparing this to the reward. It's not that our affliction is light based on the fact that what we're going through doesn't hurt sometimes, or what we're going through doesn't, you know, feel uncomfortable at times. But it's a light affliction in a sense of when you compare this to the reward, oh, it's a light affliction. Okay? We do this 100 times over if we actually got to witness the reward like Paul got to see for a moment. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. So if you think about it, not only is the Lord fair, the Lord is going to give us more abundantly than what we even deserve. Verse 18, while we look not at the things which are seen, like the hell that we catch, this society that we're currently in just totally sucks. It's horrible. This place is just meant to break you down, meant to give you anxiety, give you depression, make you feel hopeless. Okay? That's what you see in this present world. But at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. And we don't see the glory that's going to be revealed in us. But guess what? That's going to outweigh what we're currently in right now. Being in these earthly bodies, we're going to be given spiritual bodies, immortal bodies. And we're going through this now, which is just for a moment. No matter how long your life is, it doesn't add up to how many days are going to be given to us in the kingdom, which is an innumerable, an infinite amount of days of glory, perfection, actually living. So catching hell for a moment is so worth the glory that's going to be revealed in us. Let's go to a different book. Let's go to Colossians 3:2. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. So we have to set our affection on the things above. We have to keep our mind set on the kingdom of heaven. That's why we have to speak on the kingdom of heaven. We have to speak on immortal bodies. The chariots coming to deliver us. We have to speak on the glory, because what the mind does is whatever it ponders on, it becomes that. If you ponder on negativity, you're going to feel negative. You ponder on positive things, you feel good. So we have to set our affection on things above and not on things on the earth, because the things on the earth are things of death, things that are meant to break you down. Now let's go down to verse 12. Put on therefore as the elect of the power, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering. So a part of setting our mind on things above is also conducting ourselves with the mentality of things that are above. The things on this world are just low. This world teaches you to be arrogant. That's a low-level base personality in such a world where you can die. You're just flesh and blood, but yet you're granted the ability to feel like you're more than what you are. Okay? But us in this ministry, we have to put on as the elect and set our minds on things that are above. Let's touch on 2 Peter's. Chapter 3 and verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. So 1,000 years here on earth is just one day in the spirit realm. Let's say there was a portal and you can walk through this portal and it will take you to the realm where the angels reside, where Yahweh and Yahweh Shai reside. If you were to go into that portal for one day, by the time you come back, 1,000 years would have passed. So everybody that you once knew would have already died and came back, right? So how we see things is different from the spiritual realm. So if we suffer for a whole week straight, that whole week is nothing. It's literally nothing. Okay? Because 1,000 years, even if we were to suffer 1,000 years, that would only be one day of suffering to the Lord. So imagine how much of importance it is to fear the Lord. The Lord could easily make someone suffer for a whole day. The Lord can make someone suffer for 1,000 years on earth if he wanted to. The Lord can do that, man. But anyway, so 1,000 years in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's time, which really time doesn't exist, but for lack of better words, 1,000 years in Yahweh Yahushai's time is only a day. Oh no, excuse me, 1,000 years of our time, 1,000 years of time on earth is only a day to Yahweh Yahushai's time. That's crazy, man. That's amazing. And that goes to show you, guess what? Yahushai only went to that cross 2 days ago, so technically what was done to him, he's still very angry. And that's why vengeance is in his heart. And I want to see vengeance as well for what's been done to our Lord. And it had to happen. It was written that way. Okay? Now, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Let's go to the Apocrypha.
Notification.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 18 and verse 9. The number of man's days at the most are 100 years. So if you think about it, 100 years in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's time isn't even a full day. Most people don't even live to be 100 years old. We have everlasting life to look forward to. We have immortality, salvation to look forward to. If that doesn't make you happy, that's weird, man. Yeah, we go through things, but what's promised to us, what we have to look forward to, just like, a young child in the world who's looking forward to Christmas. They're excited based off of having something to look forward to. We have immortality. We have everything. All of our heart's desires to look forward to. And you have a lot of men, they try to, set their minds on negative all the time. Like catching hell is all we have to deal with, seeing that that's what it takes to receive the kingdom. Yes, we have to catch hell. But certain men have it to where they only want you to think about the hell you catch. Our time here is very short. A man will be lucky to live 100 years. That's 1/10 of a whole day. 100 years is really 1/10 of a whole day. Okay? So, seeing how our time here is limited, one day on earth is 1,000 years in the spirit realm. A man on earth would be lucky to live to see 100. Now let's read verse 10. As a drop of water unto the sea, and a gravel stone in comparison of the sand, so are 1,000 years to the days of eternity. So 1,000 years, right, to the days of eternity. Man, you have to really ponder on this. So imagine the ocean. The ocean is huge. And imagine one raindrop going into the ocean. That one raindrop going into the ocean would be 1,000 years in comparison to what an eternity is. Imagine being in a great big desert. Nothing but sand as far as your eyes can see. One little grain of sand is in comparison to 1,000 years when you look at eternity. Eternity is what we have to look forward to. So the hell that we catch now is temporary. It's not even something to ponder on too much, because it's gonna be here today and gone tomorrow. All right. But what we're promised, what we're going to be granted, is everlasting life through Hamashiach Yahushai. And a lot of movies, try to scientifically, find ways of how man and woman can be made immortal and have everlasting life and not get hurt. But we're really going to receive these things. And the Lord is so fair. The work that we're putting in doesn't even equate to what we're about to receive. Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 1 and verse 2. Who can number the sand of the sea and the drops of rain and the days of eternity? So remember, one drop of rain in the ocean is like 1,000 years to an eternity. One grain of sand in a huge desert is like 1,000 years to an eternity. When it comes to an eternity, you can't number the days of eternity because it's infinite. The days of eternity are infinity. And you have men trying to lie and say, in the kingdom, we're only going to live 1,000 years, and then it's right back to the same old rodeo. Going back into slavery, we going back into being able to die again. Hell no. No, we're not. Okay? So we have eternity to look forward to. Okay? Let's jump to, I'll probably close it with this. Psalms 145 and verse 13. Thy kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and thy dominion endureth through all generations. So in the kingdom of heaven, it's literally going to be everlasting. It's going to be forever and ever and ever. It's going to be a kingdom where we rule for an eternity. That can't be numbered. So the hell that we go through now, it cannot be compared to what we're receiving. That's not even going into like the power and, all the access of things. We'll have, the ability to touch, to have access to like literally everything in existence except for the landmass of Babylon. This is going to be the one place, okay, of all the lands on earth, of all the lands on these different planets, of all the different places in the universe, where we are right now will be the one place we'll never ever set feet on again. But we're going to have an everlasting kingdom where just forever we'll have to just enjoy, to just exist like the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai. What we're going through now cannot compare to what we are going to receive. It's 2024, man. Ha! What's the Lord gonna do? We're gonna find out. Because we in them times, man. I'm looking forward to what the reward is. Psalms 145 and 13. Thy kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and thy dominion endureth throughout all generations. Our kingdom will never fall down. The kingdom of Israel is going to be forever and ever. And eternity cannot be numbered. Our sufferings cannot be compared to the glory that we are going to receive. And that's why it's important that we meditate on the glory. Okay? Because the mind is very good at making you feel what you filter in your thoughts. So, Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Warakak Wadash, Shalom.